Iranians are still not over the fact that in 1953 the CIA toppled the democratically elected government of Mohammad Mosaddegh and installed a deposed monarch to serve its interests of the United States. Now, how did they feel about this?
Very, very powerfully, and as I said in the book, they cannot get over it. You see, the countries, Iran had the constitutional revolution in 1906-1911. It took almost half a century for this constitutional revolution ultimately to resolve in the most elementary forms of parliamentary democracy, elections, choosing members of a parliament, election of a prime minister, establishment of a economic and political agenda for the government, etc., etc. And all of this results in a democratic elected parliament and a democratically elected prime minister. And this prime minister forces an absolutist monarch not to depose, but to abide by his constitutional obligations and allow for democratic process to work out. The monarch, because he is an absolutist and is a dictator, doesn't like it, gets on a plane and runs away. United States and UK don't like this. The mother of Parliament and the children of Thomas Jefferson, as I said in my book, conspire to rob a people of the mere possibility of democracy. This is what I mean. I'm 55 years old, and half of my life I have not lived in Iran. And still, when I think of 1953 and Mosaddegh, my blood starts boiling. And then for you to go and arrange for a military coup and spend thousands of dollars to prevent this democratic process and bring back a discredited, runaway, deposed Shah and shove it down the throat of the people that no, you have to have this, and then have the audacity on talk about democracy. I mean, the same to me is happening now in Palestine. Hamas is a democratically elected body by the Palestinians. And if you don't like their agenda, they don't like their politics, that's your problem, is not the Palestinian problems. If the Palestinians have been driven to opt for Islamic political apparatus, whose fault is that? Or if Lebanese are reduced to have a guerrilla operation like Hezbollah as defendant of their country, whose fault is that? If Iraq is on the verge of becoming a theocracy with Mahdi's army and Muqtada Assad establishing yet another theocracy in the region, who is responsible for it? Who dismantled the economic, moral, political infrastructure of a sovereign nation state? And this is not in defense of Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein was a mass murderer, but he did not kill 1/10 of what George W. Bush has caused to die in Iraq.